Hey everybody, Tom here, Blue Letter Coins and Resale. This is going to be our very first CGC submission. So these are going to be the results for some Pokemon cards we sent it for a customer. We're going to have the follow-up PSA coming after this. But these were ones that value-wise we thought maybe we'd send to CGC first and see what they said to see if it was worth submitting to PSA. So as you might have seen in my last video, I am not a card grader, so whether these were going to come back as 10s, I had no idea. So we did pay for the subgrades on these ones. That was going to kind of tell us whether we should send them to PSA for grading. So as you can see, this one did come back an 8. Subgrades 9, 7, 5. That's what really held this one down from a 9. It can only be 1/2 point higher than the lowest grade on there, so everything else was at least a 9, except for the surface, which got a 7.5, which gives us that grade of an 8. I'm not exactly sure what's on the surface to drop that to a 7.5, but apparently the grader's seen something on that one. So I know that these coming in here shortly, probably the next 20 minutes, so we're going to try and do quick video here of all of these. These will all be up for sale. Just coming in to talk about these ones. I guess you already seen that one. 8.5, subgrades 8.5, 8, 8.5, 8.5. So overall 8.5 on that one. Holders are pretty nice. They look pretty similar to the PSAs that we've had in store here before. I know there's a lot of people complaining about the holders, but these look pretty nice. 8.5. So these are all going to be, holograms. So that's all that he wanted to send in this round. This is his first time submitting cards also. I see just a little bit of white there on the, couldn't tell if it was reflection or not. I know he wasn't too happy we didn't get any 10s out of this batch at all. I imagine they're not very easy to get 10s, and that's why the prices on those 10s are so high. But what can you do, right? So subgrades 9, 9, 9.5, 9.5, overall 9.0. So we got a couple of these. Most of these do have multiples of each. So we were hoping for at least one of each of them to go 10, but as I've already given away, none actually got that 10 grade. So 9.5, 9, 9, 9.5, 9.0 overall. So I'm going to go through a little quicker here. So we still have about 20 cards left in this submission. Plus I've still got the PSAs to go through, and he's going to be here in about 20 minutes. Subgrades 999, 9.5, overall 9.0. So have you guys tried out CGC's new grading service? If so, what do you guys think? As far as the turnaround time, we sent this, let me grab the paperwork. It really didn't take as long as the website said. I think it said 50 days. Turnaround, let's see. 2/4, February 4th. Apparently is when they received them. So and here we are on March 19th. We got these back a couple days ago. So just over a month turnaround, and that's including shipping time in there. So if you've been mailing anything, you know that the mail has been not exactly the fastest. So Very impressed with the turnaround time as far as our PSA. That was done, I think, two or 3 days after these ones were done. The only difference, these ones were $25 a card. Our PSAs we paid $75 a card. So that was before the jump in price that's coming, or did come here on the 1st. So now it's going to cost you for that same service $95 a card. So, you know, for $25 to have the subgrades on there, that's not a bad price. Like I said, I'm sure there's still quite a few people who are leery about sending to CGC just because it is a new company. But that's who we send all of our stuff to. As far as coins, we send to NGC, which is a umbrella company of CGC. So we have nothing but positive things to say about this submission. So the turnaround time was nice. So the holders look nice. The subgrades are nice. Like I said, I don't think even PSA even offers that submission or that service on their submissions. So if you're looking for the subgrades, so you're going to have to go Beckett, or you can go here through CGC. So I'm surprised that one got the 8.5. Subgrades 9.85, 9.9. So yeah, you know, looking at the prices on these, you know, you really do need to get a 10 for these to have that big value. I know the other ones that even in the 9s we sent over to PSA, just because I know he's looking to sell these quickly. So as far as value, we'll have to see where these ones end up at, because, you know, trying to compare a PSA right now to a CGC is kind of apples to oranges. Not to say that these aren't going to be worth, you know, the same in the future, but as of right now, it's just a new company. A lot of people that don't know, especially comic books, because they are the #1 grading of comic books in the country. So I don't think it's going to be too long before people decide that they don't want to keep sending PSA all of their money for them to take 5, 6, 7 months for their cards to be returned. Like I said, if you're a collector, maybe you don't care, but as a business, you really can't afford to sit on inventory for 5, 6, 7 months, and then to find out that, you know, it didn't come back as a 10. So I have a feeling that they're going to see a lot more business as of late, especially with PSA raising their prices. So I know that the submission that we sent in, like I said, we were at the $75 a card on those, and it took just over 2 months. So that's not exactly cheap for most people here. You know, like I said, you know, $100 per card. That's a lot of money, especially if you don't end up getting your 10s. You know, like this an 8.5, I'm not exactly sure what it's worth, but you know, if we would have spent $75 plus shipping on this, you know, I'm not sure if you would have seen much of a return on that. So at $25 a card, definitely a lot more affordable. A lot easier to actually make some money on these when you do go to sell them, because you're not as vested in the grading. So it's, like I said, I do a lot more with coins, so I know exactly how it is. You spend a lot more money on grading fees sometimes than what the coin's worth, especially if you don't get the grade you want. You might crack it out, send it again, and then before you know it, you're into a coin, $100. So it all really depends on how much you want to pay. Nice looking cards though. Like I said, I'm not a card grader, so I'm not exactly sure where they're deducting points as far as surfaces. As I know, we went through the PSA video before we sent that in. Some of them you could see a little bit of white around the edges where it seems like they had improper cutting, but Yeah, for the most part, I'm not really sure. It's a cool looking card here. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name. 5. So we shall see what kind of prices these bring. I said, see how much of a difference it's going to be between the PSA and the CGC holders. Hopefully not too much of a difference for our customer's sake. So I know I watched a YouTube video where a customer had sent in one that was in a 9.5 CGC holder and corrected out, sent it in, and it came back a PSA 10. So, you know, whether they're a little bit harder on grading than PSA, I guess any given day, it's just like anything else. All depends on who sees your card and what their grading technique is going to be like on that day. So you send it through 3 different people, you might very well get 3 different grades. It's like that one looks like it's a little bit off-center. Like I collected sports cards, but that one just looks a little off-center on that one. Centering at 8.5 and the centering on that one. So that one jumped out, especially on the back side. That just jumped out to me that it was off-centered. And I don't even think we got any 10s even on our subgrades on these ones. So they are pretty tough on grading, I'm going to say, to not get any 10 at all. But like I said, maybe you guys are seeing something that I don't, because I am not a card grader. Unfortunately, just a coin grader. $8.5 overall.